If a person only live for themselves, you can't trust them to do the right thing in times of crisis because they will always put themselves first. How you do the smallest thing is how you do everything. If you can't even clean your own toilet, what hopes can you have to expect yourself to do any big things in life? What if the big things in life comes from doing the smallest things? What if the big thing in life, in trying to change the world, you begin with changing yourself? What if just picking the rubbish on the street is already making a big change in the world? A lot of times when we talk about changing the world, people have a lot of big grandiosity ideas that they need to make impact in a certain way. And of course, that certain way have a reference point to somebody who they actually look up to, or to somebody that they think that that is what success looks like. Back during the days, Silicon Valley, people, bought into that whole craze, of starting startups. So almost everybody in university, they are trying to meet the right people so that they can start a startup. But how many of these startups really last? If a person always think about themselves, they will live in a world whereby they will operate with only their self-interest. You cannot expect people like that to do the right thing in times of the darker days or the darkest night, because they will always choose themselves over the people or the community or the tribe of the world. This is not about being a martyr or whereby you have to save the world. This is about recognizing that why certain people are built and made to be in a certain role in life and why many people are not. If something was to happen to the country today, like, we are invaded by aliens, for example, one of those movies, what's the first thing you're going to be thinking about? You're probably going to be thinking about yourself and your family, where you guys are going to go. And simply because that's your capacity in terms of what you can handle. Would you fumble? Would you be able to organize the chaos in the mess? Or would you be part of the mess while fighting your way through? Would you think about yourself, or would you think for the masses?
I think we always think we will think about other people, but like when it comes to it, we will think about ourselves.
Then you must understand why you are not made for bigger things in life. Because how can you handle big things if all you're thinking about is yourself and yourself and yourself? Some people have a lot of aspiration wanting to do big, but they don't realize that they're small as a person. They don't realize that their capacity is limited. They put themselves in such a tiny little box and they're not willing to expand it. People keep fearing that if they expand it, if they give something to other people, they will lose it. But they don't understand that's part of what prosperity means. It's about expansion. It's about expanding you to be bigger than who you are. So many people resist change, but they don't realize that they are the one that need the change the most. You can't handle big things if your capacity is too small.